There's this nice Asian family trying to take family photos at the lake. And we are like directly in the back of their photos right now. So we're trying to swim out and get in the water relatively quickly so we can get out of their photos. That buoy way out there is the point we try to swim to. And we usually swim from there to that buoy and back in. DC usually makes it to that buoy and back. So today, we'll see if he can make it any farther. My watch has us at just over 350 meters. But we never really know because the GPS is really finicky out here. And it can change a lot based on if the tide is in or out. 350 seems about right, just like going off of my eye. And it took us basically right at 10 minutes. And that's with taking the time to walk in the water, which is a little slower. Back at shore, took a couple breaks going chicken airplane soldier on the way back, so I was probably a little slower on the way back, and it still took right at like 8 minutes, so probably average 9 minutes each way, and the extra time is just walking in and out of the water. So the goal for today, now that the swim is over, is to get 20 miles on the bike. I'm going to try to sneak in a couple extra, just because I'm a little bit faster than DC, so still keeping it zone 2 pretty chill. I'm going to try to get to the halfway point, the turnaround point, as fast as I can. Turn around, find him, and then do the rest with him. Or at least close enough that our mics can find each other. We're actually about the same speed going up hills, but just because I have a fancier bike, I tend to go significantly faster on the down. I'm also just more comfortable at speed. Let's see how it goes. 8 miles in and I'm moving at a pretty good clip for keeping it zone 2, but I can definitely feel my legs starting to get sore. If you saw last week's vlog, 2 days ago on Friday, I did this 8.5 mile run with some prescribed paces towards the end. That really took a toll on me. And while it's 2 days later and I'm feeling a lot better now, I can still definitely feel the fatigue in the legs. I don't feel super fresh, but still moving at a great clip for me on this very hilly course. Got just over 1.5 miles to the turnaround point, and then I'm going to turn around and see how far back DC is. I don't think he's that far back, but he is out of my line of sight. I haven't seen him in a minute. Hope he's doing okay. DC just popped on the mic to say that he can see me. I still can't see him, but he, of course, can keep looking straight, and for me to look back, I just have to do a quick peek and then get back to looking to where I'm going. But I think that means that he's definitely less than 1 mile behind me, because the microphone setup that we have can't go that much farther. So he's doing awesome. I love him. 10 miles down, just over 40 minutes, very hilly course. Now let's go turn around, find DC, see how far back he is. I'm coming for you, baby! Guys, he was less than a half mile back. Don't let him try to fool you. This man's in shape. He just tries to convince people otherwise. I'm getting better at holding a higher cadence on these hills, which is very exciting. This hill is by far the worst part of the whole ride. We're almost to the top of it. DC's had to get off and walk it, but he's already doing so great. Last time we did this ride, on the way out, he stopped twice, and then we stopped at the turnaround to have a snack. This time, no stops, didn't stop at the turnaround, and he's doing awesome. He's just gonna walk the worst part of this hill, and then we're gonna cruise on the way back. I think right around 5 miles to go, and then we're gonna get some lunch. I don't want to go for this run.
I don't know why, but for the last couple of weeks, when Renna has given me hard interval workouts, I've just dreaded them.
Today's workout looks like half mile at 9:15, 1 mile at 8:45, another half mile at 8:25, and then finishing off with a half mile at 8:10. And I just had to hit very similar paces on Friday, and they felt so hard. And some of these are faster than what I had to hit on Friday. But that was at the end of an 8.5 mile run, the longest run I've ever done. And this total mileage is gonna be 3.5 miles. So it's gonna feel easier today, Emily. It's gonna.
The one upside to the procrastination, at least, is I do all of my warm-up activities beforehand.
0.06 left to go in this warm-up. Kicked over to some more aggressive music. We're gonna do this.
Get ready to start. Start running.
Survey says, oh, I was way closer than I thought. Yay. I missed one. I just missed that, what was it supposed to be? 8:25, and I averaged 8:43, so I was pretty well out of bounds. But I think, excuses, I think that section, I hit a bunch of uphill, and I was struggling, man, to get up those hills. So I'm okay with that. And I really thought I had dropped off on this last one. And it's saying I was within range. I did okay. I think I'm just in my head a little bit because I've gone and looked at the times that women in my age group did last year. And I'm realizing that, like, the swim's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like, at max, I'll lose 10 minutes on the swim. The bike, I think I'll actually be in the realm of competitive on, and then I'm just gonna lose so much time on this run, and that's just, I think that realization this week is just getting me down a little bit. I'm gonna be lucky if I'm running 9-minute miles, and it looks like a lot of these women are gonna be running like 7-minute miles. And to be losing 26 minutes on the run is just, it's just hard to wrap my head around right now. That 8:45 mile, that felt really good, but I can't keep that up for 13. But I've got over 6 months to get better. Maybe we'll get to the point where, like, we could sprinkle in some sub 9 minutes. Comparison's the thief of joy. So it's the next day, and 24 hours later, I'm feeling a lot better mentally. Almost died. I'm feeling a lot better mentally, but way worse physically. I've since gone back and looked at the results from last year, and no, there are not a lot of women in my age group running 7-minute miles. That would put you right at a 90-minute half marathon, and just no, there are not a ton of women doing that after biking 56 miles. So I'm not as far behind as I was in my head in the car yesterday. But this morning on the docket, I had a intense bike. I try to get one interval bike session in a week. So even though my legs felt like absolute poop, it was off to local Volvo gym to try out a bike session. But due to the fact that I have family in town who flew in and doesn't have a car, I had my sister use my car to drop me off at the gym, and now I'm doing this easy run from the gym back to my house to try out my first brick session. And I will say, nowhere near as bad as people are making out to be. I think one of the many upsides of doing CrossFit for so long is that the running you do in CrossFit is always on tired legs. So even though my legs kind of feel like poop right now, this just feels normal. This is how running always feels for me. And any day where running doesn't feel like this, that's a dream. That's a miracle. So yeah, tired legs, I'm right at home. I'm trying to figure out how to kick. Friday, the day after Christmas, and today we're seeing if we can't get in 9 easy miles. This will be the longest run we've done this whole training block, but no set paces. Goals to feel comfortable and happy at the end of 9 miles. But the secret we've learned is the minute I turn on the camera, you always speed up. Literally every time. So we have to get secret footage of DC, otherwise he gets out of zone 2. So shh. We're being stealth. The hat's coming off. There was no sun and it was cold when we started. Then I swear, as soon as we started, sun comes peeking through the clouds and it's heating up. So we're gonna try to wiggle our way back towards the car and ditch some layers. Ditch the jackets, doing much better. Santa gave us Cliff energy blocks in our stockings. So we're trying them out for the first time on this run. We're about 30 minutes in, figured it was time for a cube. DC has margarita flavored. What do we think, baby?
It definitely has a sweet and sour flavor to it.
Okay.
The texture is what got me at first. It's large gummy bear.
Okay. Ah! Wow, I caught it! Oh my god. That's hard to eat. Whew, all right. Finally got it down. No, I didn't. It's still stuck to my teeth. That's a lot. That's difficult to eat. How is that easier than like a goo? And also I continue my theory. First 3 miles, all 12 minutes. Turn on the camera to talk about gels. DC's picked it up to an 11:30. Just saying. Just saying. We gotta make sure there are cameras lining the sides of this race. DC will set land speed records. Halfway! How you feeling, baby?
I'm here.
We're here. 3 miles to go, less than a 5K. Super weird that when I started training running distance, probably back in September, I was dreading running 3 miles. And now it's like, oh, only 3 to go.
My legs are a little heavy.
DC's having a good time.
The 6 mile mark is that, okay, I'm ready for this up to be over.
So we're gonna swing by the car and get him a headband. Because, fun fact, if you're bald, there's nowhere for the sweat to go.
In your eyeballs. That's where it goes.
So we're gonna get him a headband and then finish out last 5K. Woohoo! 2 miles to go. Left foot. Just starting to try to talk to me. I'm trying to mix up my form a little bit. See if I can't just get a little bit of pressure off that arch. Less than a mile to go. You're doing great, baby. I love him. I ended up a little bit farther than DC on the GPS just because I was running ahead to place the camera, to run back to him, to run past the camera. So I am now just doing a little loop around the car to try to get this last 0.2, and he headed back out. He probably had another half mile to go. We did it, baby.
Yeah, we did.
Longest run yet in the books. And now, time to eat.